Back in high school, I dated Tony Robinson. There were plenty of attractive guys at school, but Tony was different. He wasn't just athletic, track team captain, all-state wrestler, but he was also respected by teachers and students alike. He excelled in all his classes and was at the top of our graduating class. I started dating Tony the middle of our senior year together. He was wonderful, charming, mannerly, fun to be around. We never argued, and he was usually respectful of my space. Then the time for prom came around. We already agreed to go in weeks before, but then Tony began to act controlling. He said he didn't want me to dance with any of the other guys and that he wanted to know where I was at all times. I talked to some of my friends about it, and they thought it was a little strange, but said not to worry. Tony's the sweetest guy in our class. He's probably just trying to protect you. I believed them because who wouldn't? The night of prom was nothing like the magical ball I used to dream of. Tony had his eyes on me at all times and would ask me where I was going each time I left the table. I barely spoke a word to any of my guy friends out of fear that Tony would hurt them. Or me. Each time I'd go to dances with my girlfriends, he'd give me a dirty look. His emotional manipulation soon turned physical and we hit the dance floor together. He gripped my shoulders tightly and started grinding on me. I told him I didn't feel comfortable with the way he was rubbing against me, but he said all the other girls are letting their dates dance on them like this, so I didn't want to be the lame prom date, so I let him continue. But things only became more uncomfortable when we got back to his place after prom. He led me to his parents' liquor cabinet and pressured me into doing shots with him. I told him I didn't want to, that I felt tired, but he said we'd have much more fun if we were both drinking. So I caved in. I was only 18 and never drank at any of the parties in high school. The last entirely clear memory from that night was the burning sensation of the scotch as it ran down my throat. I coughed. Tears came to my eyes. Tony laughed as I scrambled to find a water bottle. He said the perfect way for us to end our night together would be to lose our virginity to each other. I didn't want to, but I felt like I didn't have a choice. Still, I fought him on it. I told him I wasn't in the right mindset. The alcohol impaired my vision. I was stumbling as he led me to his room. He agreed. He said it wouldn't feel right to do it while we were drunk. For a moment, I took comfort in a false sense of security. Since it was the night of prom after all, he asked me if I'd agreed to giving him a blowjob. I giggled a bit, thinking he couldn't be serious. He was. He pulled down his pants and guided my hand toward his briefs. I felt filthy as he rubbed my hand around. "Come on, how can you resist this?" he laughed. "No, I don't want to. Let's do this tomorrow," I said. But he just kept raising the tone of his voice and insisting and insisting. I did it. I gave in to what he wanted.